Good evening, Yankees Nation. I am Ken, and you are here with the ugly truth. We are going to be doing the play-by-play this evening for the Blue Jays facing off against the A's in Sacramento. Hey, Tommy, welcome to the stream. Jonathan, John the Beagle Dad, Jake, appreciate y'all being here. Tonight's lineup for the Blue Jays is going to be as follows. Clement is leading off, playing third base, followed by Springer in right field. Guerrero Jr. at first base, hitting in the 3-hole. Bichette playing short, hitting in the 4-hole. Alejandro Kirk DHing, hitting in the 5-hole. Schneider is playing left field, hitting the 6-hole. Jimenez is playing second base, hitting in the 7-hole. And Heineman is catching behind the dish, hitting in the 8-hole. And Straw is center field and hitting in the 9-hole. For the A's, Butler is playing right field, hitting in leadoff. Wilson is playing shortstop, hitting in the 2-hole. Kurtz is playing first base in the 3-hole. Rooker is DHing tonight. Soderstrom is playing left field, hitting in the 5-hole. Langoliers, the catcher, is hitting 6th. Andahar is manning third base in the 7-hole. Muncy is hitting 8th in the second base slot. And Clark will be playing center field and following it up at 9th. Tonight's pitching matchup is Kevin Gausman facing off against Jake Lopez. Gausman is 6-6 on the season with a 4.13 ERA and 102 strikeouts. Lopez is 2-5 with a 4.25 ERA and 64 strikeouts. So hence, neither pitcher is overpowering, and God's honest truth, we will see what we see. Interesting game because the Blue Jays have been on a roll and the Yankees are trying to catch up with them. And we are just before game time, so I'm going to do a little bit of setup here. I appreciate y'all coming out this late Saturday evening to join the stream. Appreciate the support for this channel, and appreciate you taking time to support the stream. And as I said, we're getting ready for game time, and definitely looking forward to seeing what the A's can do and hopefully help the Yankees out since we lost earlier today. And if you don't mind, after the movie or after the Yankee play-by-play, my wife and I went out to the movie theater and caught Superman. Hey, Nancy, how's it going? And the first pitch into Clement is down low or outside for ball 1. Lopez is a young left-handed pitcher. Clement is hitting .289 on the season. And Lopez fires a cutter or a four-seamer off the plate for ball 2. Count is 2-0. Lopez sets and fires a changeup in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 2-1. Lopez sets and he brings the pitch, and this one is fouled off. It's going to be 2-2. Hey, NFE, welcome to the stream. Will do. Lopez sets, and the cutter is just off the plate. Count is now 3-2. All right, young lad, let's see what you can do. Show him the heater. And the pitch is hit to center field, and Clark is going to make the play to record the first out of the game. Coming up to bat is George Springer, the guy who hurt the Yankees a lot during our last two series. However, we will be facing up against them again, and I think that we're going to see a different result in Toronto just after the break. Lopez sets, and he fires right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. And Lopez sets, and the pitch is just a little bit low. Catcher checks with the umpire to see if it is a swing. He says, no, check swing. And the pitch is swung on. It was off the plate. Count is 1-2. Didn't seem like Springer was swinging at crap like that when he was facing off against the Yankees. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. Time for Springer to grab some bench and get some splinters in that behind. So that is the second out of the inning, and the $500 million man, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., is coming up to bat. And Lopez fires a slider right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Guerrero's hitting .279 on the season, 12 home runs, 46 RBIs. Next pitch is down in the dirt. Count is evened at 1-1. And Lopez sets. He brings the pitch, and it is down low. Count goes to 2-1. Looks like the young lad may be pitching a little cautious to Guerrero. And the pitch catches the top of the strike zone for call, strike two. Nice cutter. Guerrero takes timeout. Lopez sets and fires, and the pitch is way off the plate. Count is going to go to 3-2. Lopez sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is going to be low for ball four. And the Blue Jays have their first runner of the night. Bo Bichette, the four-hole hitter, is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is off the plate Four-seam fastball running at 91 miles an hour. Bichette is hitting 281 on the season, 12 home runs, 52 RBIs. Lopez sets and fires, and this ball is hit. A pop-up. Shortstop is heading out. Wilson makes the play, and that is going to be the third out of the inning. Hey, Jonathan, how's it going? By the way, Jonathan, Superman was very good, and my wife thoroughly enjoyed it, so thank you. Coming to bat in the bottom of the first is Butler, Wilson, and Kurtz. But I did not eat lunch because I was calling the Yankee game. And then me and the wife went out to the movies, and my dinner was popcorn. So that just wasn't going to cut it for a late night play by play. So had some food that I made, and now I'm raring to go. Soda and cigarette in hand. Let's rock and roll. So who are we rooting for tonight? Like I don't already know. And Butler is ready. Gossman is ready. And the pitch is right down the heart of Broadway. A four-seamer running at 90 miles an hour for call, strike one. Butler's hitting 249 on the season with 13 home runs, 39 RBIs. And Gossman sets and brings the pitch and catches the outside corner for call, strike two. Count is 0-2. If you have it, please hit the like button, share this channel out, and the splitter is off the plate. Count is now 1-2. And if you are not, please consider subscribing. Any help that you guys can provide to help this channel grow would be most appreciated. And the next pitch is a splitter down low. Count is evened at 2-2. Gossman uses the four-seamer about 53% of the time, and the pitch is fouled off. And the count is going to be reset at 2-2. And the four-seamer is off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2. They do not want Butler on base because he is definitely a base-stealing threat. And the pitch is outside for ball four. And Butler is going to take his stuff off and head to first base with the first runner of the night for the A's. And the first pitch is hit foul by Wilson. Wilson is a potential Rookie of the Year candidate for this season. And Gausman fires, and that pitch is fouled off down the right field line. It's going to make some fan a good souvenir. And the count goes to 0-2. Gausman sets and he fires, and Butler takes off, and he is going to make it to second base. Wilson is struck out swinging, so that is the first out of the night for the A's. However, Butler does steal second base. Hey, Celia, thanks for hopping in the stream. Appreciate it. If you would, please hit that like button and share this channel out. I believe you're subscribed, but if you're not, please consider subscribing. And Butler takes his lead off of second base. Kurtz is coming up to bat, and the first pitch is a splitter down low for ball one. It is time for the A's to break through. Hey, Nathan, welcome to the stream. Decided to call a late night division rival game. Hopefully we will watch the Jays go down in flames. And hello, Jonathan. Jonathan 2. Welcome to the stream. For all of you just joining the stream, Kurtz is hitting .251 on the season, 16 home runs and 42 RBIs. For those of you just joining the stream, please hit the like, share it out, and the pitch is called strike 2. Count is now 1-2. And if you are not subscribed, consider subscribing to Yankees The Ugly Truth. All right, Kurtz, time to do some damage, baby. Get a hit. Get Butler in to put the first run on the board. Gausman fires, and the ball is down in the dirt. It slides away from the catcher. But Heinerman gets the ball quickly, and Butler is not able to advance. Count is now evened at 2-2. Ed Gausman sets. He's looking at Butler. And he brings the pitch, and it is fouled sharply down the first base line. The count is going to remain 2-2. And Gausman sets, checks on the runner once again. And he brings the pitch, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. Splitter gets Kurtz, and that is back-to-back strikeouts for Gausman. And the A's have 2 outs with a runner at second. And Brent Rooker is coming up to bat. Rooker is the DH tonight. Fantastic hitter with a lot of pop. And the first pitch is a splitter that is swung on and missed. Rooker is hitting .274 on the season, 19 home runs and 51 RBIs. And Gausman sets, and the pitch is way inside for ball one. Count is even at 1-1. And Gausman sets. And he brings the pitch, and it is definitely a ball, but it is called strike 2. Probably about 2 to 3 inches off the plate. And the next pitch is a splitter down in the dirt, about a 58-footer. Bounces to the catcher, and the count is now deuce. And Gosman steps off the mound to chase Butler back to second. And Rooker is going to be one of the players at the All-Star games participating in the Home Run Derby. Gosman sets, and the ball is sliced down the first base line. And the catcher is going to be called for catcher's interference. So the A's are going to have runners at first and second. And, yep, definitely on the replay, the catcher's glove got clipped. And Tyler Soderstrom is coming up to bat. And the pitch to Gosman is a splitter that is swung on and missed for strike one. Gosman sets, and he checks on the runner at second and brings the pitch, and it is a splitter down in the dirt. Count is evened at 1-1. Gosman checking on the runner and brings the pitch. And this one is dribbler down the first base lane. And Gosman is going to tag Soderstrom in the running lane, and that is going to be the third out of the inning. And the A's leave two runners on base. At the end of one, the Jays have no runs, no hits, and an error. The A's have no runs and no hits and no errors. As we head to the top of two, Alejandro Kirk will be leading off, followed by Schneider and Jimenez. I want to take this brief moment to thank all of you all that have decided to come on to the stream this evening. It is most appreciated. I appreciate the support for the channel, and just want to thank you. And we're in a commercial break. Chat is awfully quiet. Are y'all awake? If so, give a shout out. Drop something in the stream. And Kurt is in the box, and the first pitch is called. Strike one. Count is 0-1. For those Yankee fans out there, they know that Kirk is a Yankee killer. And the pitch is hit sharply to Wilson. Wilson picks it up and fires it to Kurtz to make the first out of the inning. Snyder is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is a slider right down the heart of Broadway, coming in at 80 miles an hour. And that is called strike one. Count is 0-1. Snyder is hitting .219 on the season, 4 home runs and 10 RBIs. And the first pitch is a changeup way off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Lopez sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is swung on and missed. Count is now 1-2. Lopez is doing a good job of varying the speeds on his pitches and is keeping the hitters off balance. Lopez sets and fires, and his four-seamer comes in at 91 miles an hour, but it is off the plate. Count is evened at 2-2. And Lopez sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on for strike 3. And that is Lopez's second strikeout of the night. And Jimenez is coming up to bat with 2 outs and no runners on. For those of you just joining the stream, the score is 0-0. There are no runners on and 2 outs. And the first pitch is a four-seamer up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. Jimenez is hitting .083 on the season, and the pitch is just off the plate. Count is going to go 2-0. And Lopez sets and fires, and the pitch is hit to left field, and that one is going, and gone. Blue Jays take a 1-0 lead. That is Jimenez's first home run. Coming up to bat is the catcher, Heineman. And Lopez sets, and the pitch paints the outside corner. Called strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Lopez sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is swung on and missed. The count is 0-2. Yeah, there was a home run hit by a rookie, his first of the major leagues. And Heineman's average is .338 on the season, 2 home runs and 13 RBIs. And the pitch is swung on and fouled off. The count is going to remain 0-2. And the next pitch is fired, and Heineman reaches out and pokes this one foul. Count is going to remain 0-2. And the pitch is way up and outside. Count is 1-2. Heineman faced the Jays back in May and lasted 1 2/3 innings and gave up 7 runs. And the next pitch is outside and off the plate. That one's going to bring the count even to 2-2. Lopez sets, and the pitch is popped up, and that one is going to go out of play. Count remains 2-2. Lopez sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is high and out of the strike zone. Count is going to run full to 3-2. Miles Straw, the center fielder, is on deck. And the pitch is way inside, and that's going to be a ball 4 walk for Heineman. So Straw is headed to the plate. Straw is the 9-hole hitter. Straw is hitting .247 on the season, 1 home run, and 16 RBIs. And the first pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Just missed for ball 1. Hey, Jacob. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. And Lopez sets, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is going to go to 2-0. And Lopez sets, and he brings the next pitch right down the heart of Broadway. Count is going to go to 2-1. So, Jacob, if you're just getting home from work, how did your work day go? Or work night? Lopez sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. It's going to even our count up at 2-2. For you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share this channel out, and subscribe if you have not subscribed. Any help that you can provide getting this channel to grow would be most appreciated. And the slider is low and off the plate. Count is going to run to 3-2. Clement is on deck. And the payoff pitch is fouled back, and we're going to reset and do it again. What is an ABKC? And the pitch is popped up, and Muncy is backing up, and he is going to make the play for the 3rd out. Jacob, what is an ABKC? Oh, I can understand that. Thank you. Appreciate you hopping in and joining the stream. And Langoliers is coming up to bat. He's hitting .230 on the season, 12 home runs, and 31 RBIs. And Gosman sets, in the first pitch is in there for call, strike one. And Gosman sets, and the pitch is swung on and fouled off. Count is 0-2. So anticipate the splitter coming in. Langoliers takes time out. Now he is back in the box. And Gosman sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is a splitter that is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, Jake, do you have audio now? And the next pitch is down in the strike zone, called strike 2. Count is 0-2. And the next pitch is off the plate, down and low for ball 1. Count is 1-2. Can you come to the shop? I got a difficulty out here. Yep. And the pitch is dribbler down the third base line, but the ball is thrown past the first baseman. Denzel is going to head to second. All I was getting is a little sliver. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What's the score?
4-2.
Huh?
We're down
And
2.
the first pitch is call, strike one to Butler. Count is even at 1-1.
Gino hit number 30 on the year.
And this pitch is hit sharply into right field. And Denzel is going to round third and head for home on the Butler's single. So the score is now 2-1. Blue Jays over the A's. And if you don't recall, Butler stole second in his first in the first inning. So do you think that there's any chance that he is going to stick? I don't see it. I think Butler is going to be taken off.
Gino's got both of our runs, 2 solo homers.
Really?
Number 30 and number 31 on the season.
And Jacob Wilson hits this one to right field. It is a fly ball for Springer, but he's going to make the catch short of the warning track. That is the first out in the third inning. Hey, Michael, how's it going? And the first pitch to Kurtz is down for ball one. Count is 1-0. My son John came in to provide a tech assist, and the pitch is a four-seamer that is fouled off. The count is even at 1-1. My son John came out, and he told me that the Diamondbacks are down 4-2 on the Angels, and the 2 runs that have been scored by the Diamondbacks are 2 solo home runs by Suarez. And Gosman sets, and the pitch is right down Broadway for call, strike 2. Count is 1-2. And the pickoff attempt is at first. Butler back in, sliding head first. Jake, the Arizona Republic reported a couple of days ago that the Diamondbacks front office is negotiating with Suarez's management team, and the pitch is fouled off. Is negotiating with Suarez's management team to sign an extension. So I suspect if he signs it, he's not going anywhere. If he doesn't, then they'll move him. And Gino has said that he does not want to leave Arizona. So we will see. I think Suarez has 30 home runs on the season, maybe 31. Ed Gosman takes a step off the mound to chase Butler back to second. And the pitch is swung on and missed by Rooker. Heineman himself this evening has 3 errors, 2 catcher's interferences, and a throwing error to first base. And Gosman sets, and the pitch is a slider down Count goes to 1-1. And the next pitch is a splitter swung on and missed. Count is going to go to 1-2. And the splitter bounces in the dirt. Count is going to go to 2-2. Gosman sets and the pitch is fouled off once again. There is a third baseman at with the Cubs by the name of Garcia, who is a possibility. And the next pitch is inside for ball 3. Count is now full. And if anticipated, the Sox are going to be sellers. They have the, I think, number 8 prospect in baseball, who's the third baseman. And the pitch is hit sharply down the right field line. And this is going to bounce all the way to the wall. Butler is going to score. Kurtz is going to make it to third, and the score is now tied at 2-2. I can't see Ke'Bryan Hayes coming to the Yankees. He is basically about the same as Oswald Peraza, so I don't see that really as being a realistic move. Peraza will be back next season. He may be a little bit of an improvement over, or Oswaldo Cabrera will be coming back. So I see that as an issue. IKF, he was a Gold Glove third baseman. Hey, Billo, how's it going? And he's a line drive hitter. He's a station to station hitter. He could probably do something in New York, but they have the Yankee fans terrorized him so much in his last stint with the Yankees. I just can't see them bringing him back. And Gosman sets and he fires a splitter that is just low. Actually, it was in the strike zone, but the umpire didn't call it. Count is 1-0. Man, these guys are going to be sucking wind when ABS comes online. Gosman sets and fires, and Soderstrom pops the ball to third base. And Clement backs up and is going to make the catch just short of foul or left field. That is the second out of the inning. Langoliers is coming up to bat. He's 0 for 1 on the night. All right, A's, you got 2 ducks on the pond. It's time to drive those suckers in. And the pitch to Langoliers is a splitter down low and off the plate. Count is 1-0. The Yankees could definitely use a little bit of help from the A's tonight, having lost the game earlier 5-3. And the next pitch is a splitter down. Looks like the A's hitters are having some patient at bats with that splitter because they're not chasing. And the pitch is a splitter that catches the outside quarter. The count is 2-1. And the next pitch is a splitter down in the dirt. Count is now 3-1 on Langoliers. Gosman sets, and the pitch is hit. It is a can of corn to right field, and Springer is going to trot and pick the ball up for the third out of the inning, but not before the A's drop a couple of runs to even the count up at 2-2. There are other names that are being mentioned as possible third base options for the Yankees. Uh, Miguel Andujar here uh, in this game is one of them. Very good hitter. Uh, Fielding is questionable. Uh, Another one that's been talked about is Yoan Moncada of the Angels as a third base option, and then the third baseman from the Rockies. So there are 5 or so third basemen that have been mentioned. Of those out there, I'm not really a fan of any of them, with the exception of Suarez. And the Dodgers may be in competition for him, but I don't think the Dodgers will do, or the Diamondbacks will do, an interdivision trade with them. Yeah, Bill Moncada is just coming off of a hamstring issue. And when I was looking at the Diamondbacks game earlier before I came out and started calling this one, Moncada is not moving well. Interesting thing, my son came out and told me that the Diamondbacks are losing 4-2, and the 2 runs that the Diamondbacks have were 2 solo home runs by Suarez. And Lopez fires the second pitch in for call, strike 1. Count is even at 1-1. And the pitch is swung on and fouled off. Count is now 1-2. Lou, I thought that Grisham was a possible trade candidate, but I think he's got a hamstring injury and he is looking rough. Lopez fires a pitch way out of the strike zone. Count is 2-2. And Lopez sets, and the pitch is a cutter off the plate. It's going to bring the count to 3-2. Snyder is 0 for 1 on the name on the night. And Lopez fires, and the pitch is fouled off. And we're going to reset and do it again.
And the ball by Snyder is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is Lopez's 4th strikeout of the night. Snyder is the first out of the inning. And we are heading to Leo Jimenez. Jimenez had his first major league home run in his last at bat. And the pitch is in there for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is a changeup down in the dirt, and the count evens at 1-1. And the pitch is hit to setter, and Butler is actually going to run this one down for the second out. Coming up to bat is the catcher, Heineman. Heineman has a walk in his first at bat, but he is making an impression on the Jays with 3 errors tonight, 2 catcher's interferences, and a throwing error to first base. And the first pitch is a slider in there for call, strike 1. Lopez sets and fires, and this pitch is fouled off. Count is going to go to 0-2. Lopez sets, and his force seamer is off the plate for ball 1. Count goes to 1-2. And the next pitch is just off the plate. Count is going to even up at 2-2. And the 2-2 is popped up in foul territory, and Langoliers throws the helmet to the site and makes the play behind the plate. So we are going to the bottom of the 4th. We're knotted at 2. For those of you in the stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share this channel out, and subscribe if you are not a member of Yankees The Ugly Truth. Any support that you guys can provide that helps this channel out is most appreciated. Hey, Cruise Control, appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Most appreciated. Tomorrow at 1:30, I will be back online calling the Yankees and Cubs rubber match. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 4th is Miguel Andujar, Muncy, and Clark. They are a combined 1 for 3 with 1 run scored. Hey, Cheesehead, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. And they are talking about Donnie Baseball. Had he not had his back injury, they think that he would have a plaque in Cooperstown. And the first pitch to Andahar is a four-seamer called. Strike one, count is 0-1. And Gosman sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count goes to 0-2. And the pitch is down. Count is going to go to 1-2. A's batters are doing a very good job of laying off of Gosman's splitter, his strikeout pitch. And Gosman sets and fires, and the ball is fouled sharply down the third base line. Celia, right now, the way the lineup is set for next year, Luke Weaver and Devin Williams are going to be free agents. So I could see the Yankees making a trade for a controllable leverage arm. And the pitch is way inside. Count is going to advance to 2-2. Cruz, A's have a lot of speed in their lineup. And the pitch is grounded up the middle. Jimenez is going to fire and just get Andahar. Muncy is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the night. And Gosman sets and he fires, and the pitch is down low for ball one, another splitter. So I can see the Yankees trying to obtain a closer or a high leverage guy for the back end of the bullpen. And the slider or the splitter is swung on and missed. You think we need two arms in the pen? I think we need three. And the next pitch is called strike three or strike two. Count is now 1-2. I think there's a crop of relief pitchers that can be obtained by the Yankees without blowing the farm system up. One of them is sitting down in Miami. I think that Duran is a very good pitcher, and the ball is hit to center field, but Straw is going to end up making the play on the warning track, and that is going to be the second out. I think that he is a solid bullpen guy, and there are, I want to say, 2, maybe 3 years of control with him. So he would definitely solve our problem next season with regard to a leverage arm in the back end of the bullpen, and he's not going to be that expensive. That way, that sets the Yankees up for bringing either Weaver or Williams back and not both. And the pitch is a splitter down low to Clark. Clark is 1 for 1 on the night and scored a run in his last at bat. And Gosman sets, and Clark fouls the pitch off. Count is 1-1. I think the arm down in Miami, who is definitely controllable, Ronnie Henriquez is an outstanding pitcher. He has and the next pitch catches the inside corner for call strike 2. Count is 1-2. Henriquez is a controllable arm. He has an 11.7 strikeouts per 9. Incredible pitcher, and he is movable from the Marlins, and the Marlins and the pitch is hit to center field. Straw is camping under it and makes the final out. The Marlins have been in love with Everson Pereira and could make a 1-for-1 trade. We could throw in a sweetener, but that is a trade that I'd like to see. Cruz, when Heel comes back, I could see Will Warren going to the pen as a long reliever type. He has good strikeout numbers. I think they'll keep Yarbrough in the rotation because he adds a different dimension as a starter. And honestly, before he went down, he was handling the best of lineups. The one game that he pitched badly as a starter was the game he got hurt in. So, Celia, I don't think that Cam is going to end up going back down, and that may definitely be one of the arms that needs to be added to the pen. I have little to no faith in Ian Hamilton. I think that Tim Hill is okay, but I'm not a big fan. And Lasagna can pitch 1 inning, and then trouble is coming. And we're relying on Brubaker, and that's another one that I'm questionable about. And Lopez fires a 4-seamer to Straw that catches the outside corner for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. So we have Straw, Clement, and Springer coming up to bat. And the pit is a liner that is hit into the gap. And Straw is going to end up with a hustle double. For those of you in the stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share this channel out, and if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Jake, I think that Boone took a calculated risk that didn't pay off. And the next pitch is fouled off. The count is 0-2 to Clement. Generally, Jake, you have a whole crop of professional hitters. I think we have too many hitters for slots and would not mind seeing and the pitch is a fly ball to Butler, and he makes the catch, and he is going to fire the ball to third base, and Andahar plays the tag on, but not before Straw slides into third base. That was definitely a good throw by Butler. Andahar flubbed the catch. Butler drops it a little bit lower, and Straw's gunned at third. And the pitch is hit to Andahar. Andahar looks the runner back and fires to first for the second out. And Vlad Guerrero Jr. is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a walk and a strikeout. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1 to Vlad. Jake, the thing that I think was a mistake was playing Grisham. You could tell that he was hobbled in the outfield the entire day. And the pitch is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. The first hit of the game was a triple in the first inning by the leadoff hitter, and you could tell that Grish wasn't on his horse. And Guerrero fouls the pitch off, and the bat goes flying. Count is 1-2. Guerrero's getting yelled at about putting pine tar on his bat. Jake, I don't know why he would put him out there, but he made some plays, but I think that triple he would have definitely, if he was on his horse, would have made it. And that led to the first run. And the pitch is swung on and missed, and Guerrero is dropped for a strikeout, and that is Lopez's 5th strikeout of the game. And we head to the bottom of 5. Lawrence Butler, Justin Wilson, and Kurtz are coming up to bat. That is 1, 2, and 3 in the order. I think that the Yankees are not putting Grisham on the IL because it would make it infinitely harder to move his contract at the deadline. And I think that's a necessary must to get Jason Dominguez regular playing time. Yeah, that's why I think they're not putting him on the IL because I think it would put questions into the minds of people, potential trade candidates. Have we ever faced Imanaga? No, we have not. But Imanaga is a classic Japanese pitcher, and same pitching style as Yamamoto in LA, Senga in with the Mets. So most of them throw a ghost fork ball, is what they call it. And the first pitch from Gosman is outside. Gosman is at 77 pitches. This may be his last inning. And the next pitch is a four-seamer that was definitely not in the strike zone, but it was called a strike. Imanaga, when he came up with Yamamoto last year into the major leagues, actually outpitched Yamamoto. And the next pitch is down low. Count is going to move to 2-1. I think we struggled against Boyd because it was the standard left-handed curse. I think that we will be back to the normal lineup that we've seen, that we've been scoring at will with. And with patient at bats, I think that we can do just fine against Imanaga. And the pitch is, my goodness, is down and outside low, and the umpire called it a strike. So now the count is 3-2. Butler should be heading to first base on a walk. And the 3-2 is set, and the pitch is off the plate, and that is going to be ball 4. So Butler is going to reach base once again. Butler already has a stolen base on the night, and would not be surprised to see him take off this time. Yassine, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. You were surprised to see that Dominguez wasn't in the lineup. I think that Dominguez probably wouldn't have fared much better against Boyd. And Gosman makes a pickoff attempt. Lawrence is back in head first, sliding. And Gosman sets, and he brings the pitch, and Butler takes off, and he is going to be thrown out, stealing second. And it looks like the A's are not going to challenge the pitch. And on the replay, he is definitely out. And the pitch is a splitter down low and outside. Count is 1-1. Gosman sets and fires, and the splitter is swung over the top of. Count is 1-2. For those of you in the stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not, and the ball is a run hopper to Clement. Clement fires across the diamond to make the throw to record the second out of the inning. And Nick Kurtz is coming up to bat. And the pitch is fired down low to Kurtz for ball 1. And Gosman sets, and he brings the pitch, and that is a splitter down low. Count is 2-0. All right, A's, we need some charge. Need you to get the lead on these A's and help the Yankees out. And Gosman sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 2-1. Gosman sets, and the pitch paints the inside corner for call, strike 2. Count is evened at deuce deuce. Ed Gosman sets, breaks the pitch, and it is hit into right field. Springer is going to come up with it and shoot it to the infield. Kurtz is on first base with 2 outs. Brent Rooker coming up to bat. Rooker is 1 for 1 on the night with a RBI. And the pitch is a splitter swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. We are in the bottom of the 5th. The score is locked up 2-2. There are 2 outs with a runner at first, and the pitch is down low. Count is evened at 1-1. And Gosman sets, and the pitch is down low, but it is called strike 2. Count is 1-2. Can't wait for the ABS system to come in. Ridiculous. I might have been a freaking Hall of Famer if I got pitches like that called strikes. And it looks like Alvarado is warming up for the A's. And the 1-2 is down low for ball 2. Count is even at 2-2. Ed Gosman sets. And he brings the pitch. And this one is hit. And this one is going back. And it is going, and gone. Rooker has just hit a 2-run home run. And the A's now have a 4-2 lead on the Blue Jays. Let's go, A's. I think they're running a test bed at the All-Star game because there were some issues with it during spring training. I know that the commissioner has put an initiative to have ABS implemented at the beginning of next season. So this may be a test. And the pitch is chopped by Soderstrom. Clement fields it and shoots it to Vlad Guerrero Jr. for the 3rd out of the inning, but not before Rooker hits a 2-run home run to give the A 4-2 lead over the Blue Jays. Coming up in the top of the 6th is Bichette, Kirk, and Snyder. They are a combined 1 for 6. No, Jake, it's not going to take the place of the umpires, but the pitchers and the catchers and batters will have the option to challenge pitches that are not in the strike zone or in the strike zone, depending on the perspective. And those calls can be overturned. Each team should have 2 challenges. So a lot of that crazy crap that judges getting rung up on will be challenged. And it looks like Elvis Alvarado is going to replace Jacob Lopez, and the pitch is lined sharply to Denzel Clark for the first out. Alejandro Kirk is coming up to bat. Well, here in Norfolk, and the pitch is way off the plate for ball 1. Here in Norfolk, in the International League, the AAA O's, they have that system implemented. And it goes very quickly, and they only have 2 challenges. If they're successful, they keep getting challenges. And the next pitch is up and in. The count is 2-0. And the pitch is in there and fouled off. Count is 2-1. There are, Jake, and I would like to see that reduced. For those of you joining the stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share this channel out, and if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And the next pitch is a 4-seamer that is up and in. Count is now 3-1 to Alejandro Kirk. For those of you that are Yankee fans here, you know that Kirk kills the Yankees. Alvarado sets and he brings the pitch, and it is fouled off. That is a 100-mile-an-hour fastball that is fouled off, and the count is now 3-2. Kirk takes time out. And the pitch is a 100-mile-an-hour fastball up out of the strike zone for ball 4. Snyder is being pinch hit by Berger. Yes, there is drama. Will Clark, one of the best first basemen in baseball history, showed up to Candlestick Park to give Devers some OJT at actually playing first base, and Devers blew off Will Clark. Did not even make an attempt to show up for any of the sessions. It's disrespect beyond all belief. And the fastball is out of the strike zone for ball 1. And the pitch is a changeup that is fouled back. Count is evened out 1-1. Yeah, it's true. And thank God that we didn't make an effort to try to bring him on board New York, because I think he would just be a sheer disruption. And the pitch is a Slider swung on and missed. Count is now 1-2. Barger is back in the box. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3 and the second out of the inning. Alvarado is just rocking and firing. 100-mile-an-hour fastball that says, come and get it. And Jimenez is coming up to bat. Jimenez is 1 for 2 on the night with his career first home run in his first at-bat. Jimenez takes a ball up and in for ball 1. And Alvarado sets and fires a lollipop slider, swung over and missed for strike 1. Count is evened at 1-up. And the next pitch is popped to the right field, and it is going to make it to the grass. And Alvarado sets. And he brings the pitch, and it is a 100-mile-an-hour fastball up and out of the strike zone. No, Celia, he actually said when he went to the Giants that he wanted to play first. Why he would blow it off, I have no idea. The 2-2 is fouled off. We're going to reset it and do it again. Yes, I agree, Celia. He is toxic as hell. And Alvarado sets and he fires a slider down low. Count is going to roll full, 3-2. So are you glad that the play-by-play is being called for this game, Celia? Alvarado sets. And he brings the pitch, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. And the slider takes Jimenez out. Kurt is left at first as we head to the bottom of 6. Langoliers, Andahar, and Muncie will be coming up to bat. They are 0 for 6 on the night. Hopefully they can get some going and add a little bit of insurance to this lead. Well, I went to the I appreciate the compliment, Celia. I went to watch Superman with my wife after the Yankees game and got back here at 8 o'clock. My grandchildren were here and wife was headed to bed. I says, well, I guess I'm going to have time to call a game. So I loaded up the stream and let it rip. Tommy Nance is coming in to replace Kevin Gausman. So Gausman is on the hook for a possible loss. And for those of you in the stream, I will be online on Yankees The Ugly Truth to call the rubber match of the Cubs versus the Yankees tomorrow. So would love to see y'all come out and watch some baseball. Hey, Dev, how's it going? And anyone who hasn't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I appreciate all the support that all y'all have given me, and appreciate that you have taken your late Saturday night to watch some baseball. Let's see, Nance has a 4.60 ERA, a 2.56 opponent batting average. He has 42 strikeouts versus 7 walks. And Nance is just recalled from AAA. And the pitch is a sinker called strike one. Yes, Dev, the movie was really enjoyable. And the pitch is a slider off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. And the next pitch is another slider off the plate. Count goes to 2-1. I would definitely recommend anybody who is a DC fan and the ball is popped up high, and Barger is going to make the play to retire Langoliers for the first out of the inning. With regard to Warren, I think that he will be just fine. And Andahar chops the ball softly down third, and Clement barehands it but fires it to first, but not in time. So Andahar is going to have a infield single. So I think that Warren will definitely hold his own tomorrow. If we get our lineup and the pitch is swung on and missed by Muncy, count is 0-1. And the next pitch is a slider that is fouled off. Count is now 0-2. And the pitch is a curveball off the plate to Muncy. Count is now 1-2. And Nance sets. And the ball is foul tipped. Heineman dives out and catches the ball for the second out. Well, you know what, Lou? And the pitch is a chopped And the ball rolls foul down the line. Count is 0-1. They had the pitching match. We had the pitching matchup today, and that's why you play the games. We have a just as good chance of winning tomorrow. And Nance sets, and he brings the pitch. And this one is hit sharply down the first base line. Count is going to go 0-2. And the next pitch is a curveball in there for call, strike 3. And that is going to retire the side. Coming up for the Blue Jays is going to be Heineman, Straw, and Clement. Hitters number 8, 9, and 1. All right, I'm going to step away from the computer for just a sec, but I'll be right back. And I am back. And the first pitch is down low for ball 1 to Heineman. Don't need to worry about it.
No.
Alvarado sets, and the slider is down low for ball 2.
1, I'm going to bed, and 2, you don't. I'm going to bed, and 2, you don't have a gray injector in the house. You need to grab it.
It's in my pocket. Is John still here?
He's
All right.
back from couch watching Diamondbacks.
And Heineman shows bunt, but he pulls back, and the count is now 3-0. And the first pitch, or the next pitch, is in there for call, strike 1. The key for Warren in tomorrow's game, and the pitch is foul tipped. Count is now 3-2. Warren has a lot of movement on his 2 and 4 seam fastball that he tends to throw up in the strike zone. His breaking pitches, if he keeps them out of the heart of the plate, he will be fine. If he throws cement mixers, he's going to get hit and hit hard. the danger that we have is we use 5 bullpen arms today. So who is actually available tomorrow? I don't know. And Alvarado sets, and the pitch is swung on and missed. That was a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Well, Bill, did you get everything taken care of that you needed to at the hospital? And it looks like Luke's is going to pinch hit for Straw. For those of you that are just joining the stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button and share this channel out. If you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And the first pitch is a slider that is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Luke's is hitting .281 on the season with 5 home runs and 32 RBIs. And the next pitch is outside for ball 1. Count is 1-1. Alvarado sets, and he brings the heater up and in. Count is now 2-1. Luke's is in the box. He's ready. And Alvarado fires, and the fastball is fouled off. Count is going to even up at 2-2, or deuce in other words. Alvarado sets, and he brings the heat, and it is swung on and fouled. Count is going to remain 2-2. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Clement. Clement is 1 for 3 on the night with a double and a run scored. And the first pitch is a slider in there for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Alvarado sets, and he throws another slider. This time the ball is just inside. Count evens up at 1-1. And the four-seamer is fouled off. Count is now 1-2. This kid Alvarado has got some freaking heat coming off of his arm. Alvarado sets, and the pitch is fouled off once again, and the count is going to remain 1-2. And it looks like Brule is warming up in the bullpen for the Jays. and the slider is off the plate. Count is going to even 2-2. And the pitch is hit to right field. Butler is charging, and he is not going to be able to make the play. And Muncy backs it up, but the Clement is going to make it into second for a 2-out double. And George Springer will be coming up to bat. Springer is 0 for 3 on the night with a strikeout. And it looks like Kotze is coming out to pull Alvarado. Do I think the Red Sox have a shot at winning division? No, I do not. They have got a fair amount of their players that they are looking at moving to bring up more of their farm system. The problem that they've had all year long is their inability to consistently score runs. With the acquisitions and the losses that they had, they didn't really address that. And with the trade of Devers, they lost a serious power hitting bat that tend to ding up a lot of teams in the East. And it looks like Michael Kelly is coming in to replace Alvarado. Kelly has a .73 ERA in 12 appearances. Opponents are hitting 195 against him. And the first pitch is outside for ball one. Kelly sets and he fires, and the sweeper is in there for call. Strike one. Count is even at 1-1. It's funny. Springer was killing the Yankees, and the pitch is a fly ball to right field, and Butler is camped under it to make the catch for the third out of the inning, and that ends the Blue Jays' threat. Coming up to bat in the bottom of 7 is Butler, Wilson, and Kurtz. It's funny, when we saw Springer, he just beat the ever-living crap out of the Yankees in 2 series. And in the series against the A's, he is 0 for 9. Jake, I often wonder that exact same question. And you know what? I don't have an answer for you. And it looks like Brule is going to replace Tommy Nance. And the first pitch into Butler is a sinker call, strike one. Brule has a 2.70 ERA. Opponents are hitting 182. And the next pitch is a sweeper in there for call, strike two. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is a sweeper off the plate. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is in there for ball, or not in there for ball two. Count is evened at deuce. And Brule fires, and the 2-2 is off the plate. Count is going to run full, 3-2. So we went from 0-2 to 3-2. Butler is showing patience in this at bat. And the pitch is a sweeper in there for call, strike three. So much for patience. And Justin Wilson is up, and the first pitch is a sinker in there for call, strike one. And Brule sets, and the pitch is hit to left field, and that is going to drop in for a base hit in front of Springer. Coming up to bat is Nick Kurtz. And Brule sets, and the first pitch is hammered by Kurtz, but it is deep to right field, but it is out, caught by Berger, and the runner retreats back to first. So Rooker is coming up to bat. He is 2 for 2 on the day with a double, a homer, and 3 RBIs. Rooker is one of the all-star representatives from the Athletics this season. And the first pitch is a sinker off the plate for ball one. And Brule sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is off the plate for ball two. Count is 2-0. Thanks, Dev. Most appreciated. For those of you just joining the stream, we are in the bottom of 7. The A's lead the Blue Jays 4-2. And Rooker is intentionally walked. We are in the bottom of the 7th. The A's have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Tyler Soderstrom is up to bat. He is 0 for 3 on the night. 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And the pitch is chopped weakly to Guerrero. Guerrero is going to take it by himself to end the inning. And we head to the top of 8. Guerrero, Butler, or Bichette, and Kirk are coming up to bat. And they are a combined 1 for 7.
Inside or replacements?
No, it's I'm going to step away from the screen for just a second. I'll be right back. That is good to hear, Bill. The numbers for tonight's game: the A's have 4 runs on 7 hits and no errors, and the Blue Jays have 2 runs on 5 hits and 3 errors. And the first pitch is a sweeper down low for ball 1. Guerrero is 0 for 2 on the night with a walk in the first inning. And the second pitch is a sweeper that bounces all the way to the backstop. Count is 2-0. And the sweeper is just off the plate for ball 3. Count is 3-0. And that is a 4-pitch walk for Guerrero Jr. And that is going to bring Bichette up to the plate. Bill, how far do you have to drive for treatment? Ed Kelly sets. Eddie Briggs the pitch, and that is a ball just low. 5th straight ball in a row. Bichette is 1 for 3 on the night with a double in the 3rd and an RBI. Half hour's not bad. And the pit is charged by Bichette, and this one is going to bounce off the wall, and Guerrero is going to make it to 3rd, and there are runners at 2nd and 3rd with nobody out. Oh, about an hour. Yeah, that's not close. And the pitch is fouled off by Kirk. The Blue Jays are 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position tonight. And Kelly fires a fastball in there for call, strike 2. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. And Kirk calls timeout. And the pitch is flied to center field. Denzel makes the catch, and it is going to tie or bring a run home. Bichette is going to tag and move to 3rd base. So the score is now 4-3. And it looks like Kelly is coming out of the game. And Dukub is coming in to replace Kelly. Dukub has a 3.59 ERA with a .300 opponent batting average. He has 60 strikeouts and 25 walks. This is his 26th appearance. There is one out in the 8th. Bichette is at third base, 90 feet away from tying it. And the first pitch is right in the strike zone, but call ball one. Don't know what the hell this umpire is looking at. And he's supposed to be a pitcher-friendly umpire. And the next pitch misses. It is now 2-0. And the next pitch is outside for ball 3. Count is 3-0. Three sinkers and 3 balls. Should be a 2-1 count. And the pitch is a sinker that is called strike 1. Count is now 3-1. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is now going to go 3-2. Barger's back in the box. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is 2 outs. Jimenez is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 3 on the night. He had a home run in his first at bat, his first major league home run. And the pitch is just up out of the strike zone for call ball 1. Count is 1-0. Newcomb sets and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Count is now 1-1. Newcomb is bringing the Duke. Nuke LaLoosh. And the pitch is swung on and fouled off sharply down the first base line. Count goes to 1-2. And Mason Miller is warming up in the bullpen to come in the top of the ninth to hopefully lock this game down. Newcomb sets, and the pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count is going to even up at 2-2. Bichette takes his lead. Newcomb sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is way off the plate. Count is now 3-2. Heidemann is on deck. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And Newcomb gets the job done with back-to-back strikeouts, leaving Bo Bichette at third base. As we head to the bottom of the 8th, the A's have a slim 4-3 lead. Come on, guys. You're not going to get excited about that? For those of you that are in the stream just joining, if you could, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and share this channel out. Any help that you guys can provide would be most appreciated. As far as programming notes for this channel, we will be on at 1:30 tomorrow to cover the Cubs versus the Yankees. Shota Imanaga is going to be locking it up with Will Warren. It should be an exciting game, and hope to see you all there. Coming up in the bottom of the eighth is going to be Langoliers, Andahar, and Muncie. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Chad Green is replacing Brule in the bottom of the eighth. Green has a 3.69 ERA with a 2.57 opponent batting average. And the pitch is down low for ball one. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is a four-seamer that is fouled off. Count is now 1-2. Langoliers is 0 for 3 on the night with 2 flyouts and a line out. And Green sets, and the pitch is way down outside. Count is going to even up at 2-2. And the pitch is fouled off, and the count is going to remain 2-2. And the pitch is oh my goodness. Langoliers is rung up on a ball that is completely out of the strike zone, up and away. Katse is out there giving the freaking business to the umpire. That ball was at least 4 inches out of the strike zone. And Andahar takes a swing and a miss on the slider. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is swung on and missed. The count is 0-2. And the pitch is another slider. This time it is low and away. Amazed it wasn't called a strike. And the pitch is hit up the middle, and it is going to make it into center field for a 1-out single. So former Yankee faces former Yankee, and the hitter gets the hit, or the batter gets the hit. And it looks like they are replacing Andahar with a pinch runner. Muncie is up to bat. And the pitch is on the And Schumann still second base. So there is now, initially the call was out, but Jimenez could not keep control of the ball. And the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-0. And the 2-0 is foul back. Count is now 2-1. And Muncy takes timeout. Now he's back in the box, ready to go. And the pitch is swung on and chopped to Clement. Clement is going to fire to Guerrero to record the second out of the inning. And Clark is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 3 on the night with a strikeout and a run scored. All right, Clark, do your thing, baby. And the pitch is called strike one, just paints the outside of the strike zone. A lollipop slider by Chad Green. And the next pitch is fouled off. Clark loses his bat in the dugout. Hey, Stephen B., how you doing? For those of you just joining the stream, we are in the bottom of the eighth. The A's lead the Blue Jays 4-3. They have a runner at second with 2 outs. And the pitch is a up and out of the strike zone for ball 1. Count is 1-2. For those of you just joining the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share this channel out. And if you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And Green sets and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-2. I'm doing good. Second game called today. Went to go see Superman with the wife. It was a good movie. So, no complaints. And the pitch is just hit foul down the right field line, and we're going to reset and do it again. And the next pitch is down low for ball 3. Count is going to go 3-2. And Green sets and he fires, and the pitch is hit to Clement. Clement fires across the diamond to Guerrero to record the third out of the inning. And it is Miller time. Mason Miller is coming into the game to hopefully close this one out. Let's go A's. Well, let's see. I had grandkids this morning. I had a 3 hour play by play. Then I went to the movies for a couple of hours, watched Superman with the wife, which was quite enjoyable. And then back on here, and we are 2 hours and 43 minutes into this stream. So coming up on 3 hours for the second play by play of the night. And Miller is coming into the game. He has a 4.28 ERA. Opponents are hitting 172 against him. He has 54 strikeouts and 16 walks. And this is his 34th appearance of the season. And it looks like Loprofito is coming in to pinch hit for Heineman. And the pitch is a slider inside for ball one. For those of you just joining the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. And the next pitch is a slider that is, or a changeup is swung on and missed. Count is evened at 1-up. Loprofito is hitting .357 with 1 home run and 5 RBIs on the season. And the next pitch is a slider inside for ball two. Count is now 2-1. And Miller fires a 101-mile-an-hour fastball up and out of the strike zone. Count is now 3-1. Do not give free passes because they come back to bite you every time. Miller sets and fires, and the 101-mile-an-hour fastball is swung on and missed. Count is now 3-2. And Miller sets, and he brings the pitch, and it is a 102-mile-an-hour fastball that is way out of the strike zone. Count is, or the leadoff runner is up, and Lukes is coming up to bat. He was a pinch hitter and is 0 for 1 on the night. And the first pitch is a fastball that is out of the strike zone. Luke squared around to bunt and pulled it back. Count is 1-0. And the pitch sets, and Lucas shows bunt. Miller fills it and fires it to first base to record the first out of the inning. So Luke's has a sacrifice bunt, and Loprofito makes it to second. And the top of the order is back. Clement is 2 for 4 on the night. He has 2 doubles and a run scored. And the first pitch is a slider off the plate for ball one. Clement has faced Miller 3 times, and he is 0 for 3 thus far. The tying run is at second. And Miller steps off the mound. And the next pitch is a slider off the plate for ball 2. Count is 2-0. Miller sets and fires and is given a gift by the umpire. 101-mile-an-hour fastball was just off the plate, but got called for strike one. Count is 2-1. Miller sets and fires, and the 102-mile-an-hour fastball is fouled off. Count is 2-2. Deuce, deuce. For those of you just joining the stream, we're in the top of the ninth. The A's lead the Jays 4-3. There's one out with a runner on second, and the slider is off the plate. Count is now 3-2. Miller does not seem to be able to have any control of this slider. And the batter takes time out. He is back in the box, and Miller sets. And he brings the pitch, and it paints the outside corner for call, strike three. So Clement is in the face of the umpire. Don't know what he's complaining about because that one actually painted the outside corner. That was a 103-mile-an-hour fastball. Third base coach has got between Clement and Snyder has come out. So the George Springer is up to bat. He is 0 for 4 on the night. And the first pitch is a slider down low and away for ball one. And the pitch is fouled off of Springer's bat. It was coming in at him, and he had a protective dive out, and it is a foul ball. Count is 1-1. And Miller sets. And he brings the pitch, and it is swung on and missed. A 102-mile-an-hour fastball painting the bottom of the strike zone. Count is now 1-2, and the Blue Jays are down to their last strike. And Miller sets, and he fires, and the slider catches the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike three. And the A's beat the Blue Jays 4-3. Mason Miller gets the save. Lopez takes the win, and Gosman takes the loss. The numbers for the game are the A's have 4 runs on 8 hits and no errors. The Jays had 3 runs on 6 hits and 3 errors, all 3 by their catcher Heineman. 2 catcher's interferences and a throwing error. I want to thank everyone for spending time with me this evening on the stream. I appreciate your support of my channel. And if you would, before we close the stream out, I would like for you guys to hit the like button, share the channel out, and subscribe if you are not subscribed. We will be live tomorrow at 1:30 with the play-by-play for the rubber match of the Cubs versus the Yankees. Shota Imanaga on the mound for the Cubs and Will Warren on the bump for the Yankees. Thank you for taking time to spare part of your busy Saturday evening / it's after midnight now, so your Sunday here supporting this channel. Let's go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny pages. Have a great night. Thanks, Real Bill. Thanks, Jake. Appreciate the compliments.